Dude, that's what kind of bugs me. I kind of don't like the NBA being so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
82 games?
No, I mean like the players
What?
like a lot of like if there's a whole bunch of Kevin Durants, I feel like we're missing out on a lot of
quicker play or
like a big pool of really talented players that are like Kendrick Nunn that are like shorter and like let's say like it's weird because I feel like the NBA is turning to like if you're not 6'3" and a point guard, like if you're more of a scorer, you're probably not going to play. Yeah. You're probably not going to get in the NBA when you probably have NBA talent.
Yeah.
And because like a lot of GMs kind of go for length, size, speed instead of necessarily skill.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because like athleticism, length, and all that stuff, it does affect a lot. But I feel like there's some really cool players that we don't get to see because of just everybody being kind of fetishizing.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that either.
Yeah, I'm not a perv, so I don't know how to say that word. Because they like big, long players instead. Yeah. I feel like
I definitely feel you on that. However, I do believe that. Well, do you think that the next Kevin Durant has been found? Maybe like Giannis or somebody else if he was able to shoot?
I'm not sure that, and I'm not a Kevin Durant fan in terms of like...
Because you're a Kings fan. You like fucking suffering, dude. That's why.
Touche. But like the way he goes about criticism, like I get that you get annoyed, but like, come on, just keep some composure. Like, and I try and remember too, he's getting a lot of criticism from people he doesn't know, and that probably frustrates him. But at the same time, it's like, you just got to be about yourself. Don't focus on these other people. Yeah. And I know that's hard to do, but that's part of the reason I don't enjoy him. I will admit he's like a Hall of Famer, no doubt. He's one of the best offensive players ever. I don't think there's going to be a lot of players ever like Kevin Durant.
Since we're on the topic, let me say this. I think that he's found the humor in his sensitivity. So he is sensitive, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, that he's been exposed for that before. But dude, he was young. He was less than how old I am, at least. He was probably your age when he got caught with the phones or with the backup accounts.
He might have been, that was like 3 or 4 years ago. I think he's like 30 now. I think he's like
26.
2 years older than me, a year older than me.
Dude, you know how I was going to say something bad, but you know how stupid I was when I was 16 and 26?
Damn. Do you know how stupid I am, but I don't realize it yet? Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, and you probably see it.
But now he is matured, you know? Yeah. So, like, you can't hold something against somebody but he's chosen to, he was being himself and being that sensitive and doing the things that he did. And now he's found the humor in it. Like the most recent amount, all the tweets that he was answering before are hilarious. His responses, you know, he does that whole thing where he's kind of like agreeing with him, like, yeah, I'm a shitty fucking player, dude. And then he'll come back and just fucking prove him wrong. Hopefully,
I haven't heard about all this stuff, but there was something kind of funny. Like there's this podcaster, pathetic, right? Was like,
can you believe that guy?
No, it was this girl who was like always talking about him negatively. Yeah. My friend told me this story, and then like Kevin Durant like would see it because it was always about him, and I don't even think she was like a big podcaster. And then she was a lesbian, and then
Kevin, is that important to the story?
Kind of. Okay. Kevin Durant started liking his girlfriend's pictures on purpose, and then she started saying stuff like, and this is all secondhand, by the way. Supposedly, she started saying stuff like, "You're a hoe," like, "I always knew you were a hoe," blah blah blah, about Kevin Durant. And then Kevin Durant just replied, "This is the greatest day of your life."
That's awesome.
Yeah. So like after I heard that, I was like, okay, Kevin. I feel like.
Are you coming around to Kevin Durant now?
Yeah. It seems like he's like getting better at, receiving that kind of information. But like before that other stuff where he's like just being negative.
Yeah.
Because he was getting negatived on.
Ew. That sounds so gross.
I know it is. It's all gross. I didn't like that. I just kind of would have rather. I would have wanted him to keep his composure more, but I get it.
Yeah.
But, I just respect composure.
Yeah. I might be a Nets fan next year. Who knows, right? I'm just switching teams like crazy. And guess what?
A lot of people are going to be Nets fans all of a sudden.
Yeah.